Today's movement is designed especially for those days you feel just a little sluggish and bloated. Before we get into the session, I'd love to tell you about SilverSneakers Live. SilverSneakers Live features classes especially curated just for you, including a variety of workouts and mind-body sessions like Tai Chi, gentle stretching, cardio, line dancing, and even strength training, all led by certified instructors. And this comes at no additional cost to you. Click on the first link in the description box below to check your eligibility. You can practice these movements on a mat, on the couch, or even in your bed. Just make sure that you have a blanket or a towel nearby to support your knees and to elevate your hips so that you can practice pain-free. Before we move into the actual exercises, I want to go over a breathing technique that I think may help you. You can do this seated, lying down, or standing up. Begin with an inhale. Round your belly and relax your abdominals. And then exhale, draw your abdominals in and gently scoop them up towards your heart. So we're compressing the belly. Inhale, relax. It's okay to round a little bit. Exhale, draw the belly button in and up. So with this belly breathing, the chest stays in the same spot and the abdominals move, rounding and then gently scooping in and up. And you can practice this breathing technique for anywhere from a few moments, maybe 15 to 20 seconds, all the way to 5 minutes before you get started. All right, now the saw is a Pilates-inspired movement that can be done on the mat, seated on the side of your couch or your bed or in a chair. And I'll show you an option in the chair. I'll move myself a little to the side so you can see me better. Roll the shoulders back and down, and as you exhale, just rotate until you find your pain-free range side to side. Inhale, center, exhale, and rotate. So a gentle rotation. You can add to that extended arms, goalpost arms, but revolve and holding on to the chair if you've got it or reaching past it, extend, reach, looking down towards the foot. Come back to center, inhale, exhale, and reach with or without support, looking down so your neck stays long. So the saw movement can be done anywhere from 2 or 3 repetitions on each side to 8 to 10 repetitions. So getting down to the floor with the support of the chair or the bed, the dominant leg supporting you forward. I'm gonna get down and try a little bit of the saw on the blanket. So if you use a blanket while you're on the floor to elevate your hips, then it makes your back feel better as well. So I'm gonna come to an open stance, not a big straddle. Inhaling and exhaling, dorsiflexing the feet, reaching towards my pinky toe, coming to center. So that's the saw with legs extended. You can always bend your knees if it feels better. And again, anywhere from a few repetitions to 8 to 10 repetitions on each side of that gentle rotation. All right, so let's move into my next movement, which is a bridge. So for the bridge, I'm gonna take, you might notice I have a yoga block. I'm gonna keep the yoga block close by and the blanket. So setting the blanket near me, I'll slowly come to the floor and tip and tuck until you find a neutral spine. So something that feels good, not too flat against the mat and not too arched. Pressing the feet into the floor, draw your abdominals in and up, and then lift the hips towards the sky. Again, pain-free range. Engage the back of your body and scoop your abdominals out. And then inhale, come back down. Practicing maybe 3 to 5 of these to start with in your pain-free range, and working up, being really mindful to keep the hips, knees, and ankles in alignment. And then when you've done a few and you're ready, you can put a block or a blanket under your hips. And it might take a moment to find just the right place, but place them under your hips and give yourself a moment to relax, Shoulders are down, shoulder blades on the mat, hands on your belly. And notice your breathing. You might have seen my belly rise and fall with the flow of my breath. Holding this supported bridge pose for 30 seconds to 2 or 3 minutes. All right, I'm gonna slide this out by lifting, squeezing the back of my body, and then just sliding that blanket out, knowing you could have used a block back there as well. Our next movement is knee to chest. So I'm gonna grab behind my thigh and just relax my knee towards my chest. Instead of pulling it in, I'm just gonna let it set where it wants to go. And then relax and draw the other knee in, maybe for a breath or two to start with. Your spine is in neutral and you're bracing your core gently. You can even draw both knees in if it feels good to you. Crossing your ankles might feel good so you can get your knees to open a little bit wider. Rocking or rolling along your pelvis also will release some tension in your back. It might make you feel a lot better. All right, placing the feet on the floor, we can move right into the next movement for digestion, for healthy digestion. So I'm gonna start with my left leg extended. Notice how it feels to extend one leg and then come back up and we'll try the other one. Let's begin this twist. So I'm gonna do a twist, a supine twist, with my hands a little wider than my hips. My feet can be a little wider than my hips. And then I'm just gonna start to rock side to side to warm up the hips. Notice, is this movement, does it feel good? Is it appropriate for you today? Now walk the feet back in until they're hip distance apart, and I'm gonna extend my left leg and lift up from the floor, pushing down with my opposite leg, that right leg, and then I'm just gonna rock onto my left hip. And then allow the body with both shoulders down to twist and rotate. And notice your flow of breathing, that compression and relaxation. If you feel tension in your lower back, use more of that engagement in your belly. And you can always take your block, you can take your blanket to support that knee. Anywhere from 15 seconds to a minute and a half. You can even look over the opposite, maybe the right shoulder here. Come back up to center. Use this right foot once you get your lower back on the mat to lift and recenter your hips on the mat, and then switch to the other side. You're always doing both sides. I'm gonna rock onto my hip and then allow that hip. Nice alignment, allowing the knee to cross midline. Using your core strength as much as you need, or using that exhale and inhale with the compression of your belly. Holding each side an equal amount of time. We're almost done. So my last movement is legs up the wall, and I'm gonna show you kind of an alternative way to do this. I'm gonna rock onto my side. So you can do this up your headboard, up your wall, or I'm gonna use this chair for legs up the wall because it feels so good. So as I get close to the chair, I'm gonna sit kind of side onto the chair, scooting forward. And of course you can have a blanket or a towel under your head, but I'm gonna lean back. And as I do that, I'll revolve my feet towards the chair. And you can support your neck, your head. Spending some time here, you can even start to walk your feet a little bit in. So find a comfortable place. Hands on your belly. And here's where you can really practice that belly breathing. So inhale, relax and round. Exhale, use your abdominals to pull your belly in and up. So this is an alternative way to do legs up the wall. It's really legs on the chair, but it's a great way to get your blood flowing, to practice your breathing techniques, and to relax your back. And when you're done, anywhere from 30 seconds, again, to maybe even 5 or 10 minutes here, might feel relaxing. You can take your feet off the chair, roll over onto one side, and then use that top hand to lift yourself up, back into a seated position. You can practice these poses whenever you feel bloated or uncomfortable, or try this sequence daily to prevent future discomfort. Until I see you again, stay healthy, strong, and connected. And for more movement motivation, check out our live classes at the link below.